Hello, and welcome to Verbling. The next hour's class is basically a follow-up from our follow-up to our last class, in which we were learning some vocabulary related to television. In this class, we'll have a much more open-ended discussion about television. Now, this is not a very popular class because no one ever admits that they watch television. Oh, I never watch television. Okay. Okay. You know something? I don't believe you. Everybody's watched television at some occasion or other. Yeah. Anyway, television's got a very bad rap. For some reason, it's become very unpopular to admit that you actually watch television ever. We're going to discuss that. What is your opinion of television? Does it have any redeeming features, or is it just evil? Well, let's talk about it. Okay. Anyway, hello, Nicholas. How are you today?
Hi.
Oh boy, Nicholas, you've got the connection where you was say
well,
you've got some connection issues, I think.
Yeah, right. Sorry.
All right, it's better now. No, you're good. It's better now.
Okay.
I think you're okay. Okay.
I was.
How are you today?
I'm doing great. I just came back from swimming and from playing tennis.
Oh, it's I forget. It's summer there where you are.
Yeah.
Summer
But
sport.
yeah, no, we go to I don't know. In English, a club is a place where you can go play sports, isn't it? Like, for example, a team, for a soccer team, for example, has a place where you can go to play sports. And for example, in Argentina, we have a lot of soccer teams who have their own place where you can go to play sports.
Okay.
And we call them clubs.
Yeah, okay. You can belong to a golf club that has a golf course and it has a club house, a tennis club, okay, a football club.
Yeah, this is, you can do whichever sport you like. We have skating or swimming or tennis, football.
Okay, so more general, maybe an athletic club.
Yeah, an athletic club.
Okay, I see. Okay, cool. All right, so you're out there doing sports and taking care of your health. That's great.
Yeah.
But our topic is for this class is sitting on the couch, being a couch potato.
Yes, I see.
Do you know what a couch potato is?
Someone who is in watching television sits.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, sitting, eating snacks, watching television, watching movies. Right,
Yeah.
being lazy. Couch potato.
Yes.
Yeah, right. Are you ever a couch potato?
Maybe when I really like a TV show, for example, there was a time in which I would always watch the TV show Friends.
Yeah, okay.
So when I'm like really interested in a TV show, I would like start watching it all the time for long periods. But when I'm not watching anything, I don't even watch television.
Okay.
I mean,
So
I
you don't,
never watch television. I only watch the things that I want.
why does everybody say that? Um, okay, everybody says I don't watch television, but I watch Friends. So that means you watch television.
Yeah, I mean, I watch like the television itself, but not like TV programs. That's what I mean.
Yeah,
Like I
everyone.
only watch Friends, but I don't watch the news or I don't watch sports.
Right. And other people say I don't watch television, but I watch football on TV. I don't watch television, but I watch the news on BBC. If you do one of these things, then you watch television.
Yeah,
Okay. So you watch Friends occasionally. All right. So you don't watch much television, but you occasionally watch Friends.
yeah. I mean,
That
not
would be,
anymore because I finished the whole
well,
series.
yeah, the series ended some time ago. By the
Yeah,
way, just my opinion, I hate that show. You know
yes,
why?
I knew you would hate it. I don't know why, but I knew you would hate it
Do you know why I hate that
because
show? You don't know why. You just told me.
no, no.
Can you guess? Why do you think I hate that show? Can you guess?
Because you think the characters and the jokes are always the same, maybe, or I don't know.
Yeah, that's very close. Yeah, because the characters and the jokes and the situations and the dialogue and everything about that show is so stupidly superficial. It portrays Americans as being idiots. I
Yeah,
mean, those people are so
but
stupid.
like every show, every American show portray Americans like idiots. For example,
Yeah,
The
yeah,
Simpsons or Family Guy or any comedian, any comedy is like that, you know?
yeah. Well, that's true, but like Family Guy, it's funny because they're so stupid. You know they're not really that stupid. But Friends
Yeah.
portrays it like it's real. That's what annoys me. Seinfeld, okay, these people are crazy, but they're intelligent. I like that. You know,
Yeah, yeah.
uh,
I also like the humor in Family Guy.
yeah, because it's insane. You know,
Yeah,
obviously.
yeah. That's
Um,
true.
yeah, or Big Bang Theory's a new situation comedy, but at least the people they're weird, they're geeks, but at least they're somewhat
Yeah.
intelligent. You know, they're not complete
Yes.
morons who basically, the characters on Friends really wouldn't survive a day in America. They'd
Yes.
be dead. Somebody would just
Or
shoot them and take them out.
yes, another similar to Friends. Maybe it's How I Met Your Mother. Do
Again?
you know it?
Uh,
How I Met Your Mother.
Oh, I've heard of it, but I've never actually seen the show, so I have no idea.
You should see it so that
Should I?
you'll
Okay.
understand what I mean.
Oh, okay, okay. I'd like to also welcome Ken to the class. Hi, Ken.
Yes, hello, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you today?
Yes, I'm fine.
Okay,
Mhm.
we got echo.
Yeah, so I changed the mic. Wait a moment.
Okay. All right. We'll talk to Ken
So,
in a moment after he fixes his microphone. Yeah. So, Nicholas.
so what about you? You watch television?
Yeah, of course I watch television. I'm busy working most of the day, so I don't watch much television. But like when I have lunch, I usually check out BBC or CNN
Uh,
or Asia News. Usually I switch. Um, I I flip channels or I change channels from one to the other, watching the news while I have my sandwich or whatever. Um, And I usually, when I finish the end of the day, I see if there's any movie on that I have never seen before. Um,
Yeah.
if there's not, I just go to bed. But sometimes I'll stay up late and watch a movie if there's something I've never seen. Basically, that's it. Occasionally, I watch documentaries and I watch sports. What do you like to watch? If you got nothing to do and you turn on the TV?
Actually, I don't know. Maybe yeah, documentaries or kids shows. I don't know why. I like to watch Disney
Shows.
Channel, for example.
That's fun.
Or
Okay.
yeah, I like to laugh about how stupid they are and think that when I was younger, I mean, I'm not that old, but I'm not old, but
You're older than Disney Channel.
yeah,
Okay. All right. You're older than the intended audience.
yeah,
Right. Okay. Yeah, it's fun. Okay, that's funny. I'm familiar with Disney Channel because I have two small children, 3 years old and 4 years old. So
yeah.
I've definitely seen it. Okay. Hot dog, hot diggity dog.
Yes, I mean, I'm more familiar with the older programs like Waverly Place,
Okay.
Mach-San, or Hannah Montana.
Hannah Montana. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Okay. How goofy.
Yeah.
That's fun. Okay. All right. Let me check with Ken again. Ken?
Hello?
Whoa. What was that? Check one, check two.
Yes, yes. I think I don't have it.
Okay. There we go. We're good. All right. Ken, do you watch television ever?
Not so much nowadays.
Not so much, but occasionally. Okay. Uh, when you watch television, what would you be likely to watch? What types of programs?
Oh, I just browse the television these days, and I I watch internet broadcasting much more than television now. It's addictive like television. So
Okay.
yeah,
All right. When you watch television, you just surf the
yeah. So
channels.
the channels, or
Okay.
I just browse the show while I'm eating or while I'm doing uh,
Okay.
something on the internet.
All right. So sometimes you use the television for basically background noise.
Yes.
Okay. This is all right. This is common. Background noise. Maybe you're cleaning your house or something um,
Yeah. Or
like that. Okay.
doing some work on the internet, or yeah. Sometimes I turn on the internet show and TV show at the same time, and internet show is more interesting to me, and I turn off the volume of the TV. I just project the TV
Okay.
like a busy picture, background picture.
Okay. Uh, fair enough. All right. Now, okay. w- Let's talk physical nature
Okay.
of your television system. Do you have a widescreen TV? Do you have a
Mhm.
conventional TV set?
Uh, uh, Maybe
HD TV?
several years ago, TV broadcasting became digital, so I changed the TV and medium size, flat medium size TV, not
All
so
right.
high, not so small, compact.
Okay. A medium-sized flat screen
Yes.
TV is what you would call that.
Mm.
Okay. And how do you get your uh, signal? Do you know
Signal.
what I mean? Yes. Do you have an antenna,
Yeah.
conventional aerial signal,
Mhm.
cable, a
Uh,
hard wire,
uh,
or a satellite dish?
I don't have satellite, but that's the usual antenna, and there's no cable.
Okay, those are two different things. An antenna you put on your roof, you climb up dangerously onto your roof,
Right.
blowing in the
did it
wind.
by
Ah!
myself. Yeah, I did it by myself. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
really? You're so
It's
brave.
easy. Yeah.
It's
If,
easy.
if you be careful about drop down the roof, it's easy.
Okay, all right. So you actually a physical antenna with a little wire coming down to your
Yes.
back of your TV set.
Yes.
Okay.
It is.
So
Mhm.
it's free.
Yes, it's free. But for public TV like station, we have to pay for that. It's almost mandatory, like BBC.
Weird.
Yeah, it's
That's so
weird. Many
weird.
people complain about that.
That's so
Mm.
weird. Yeah, I couldn't
Very
believe
weird.
that. They pay in the UK, in the United Kingdom too, and I didn't know that. In
Yeah.
America, if you put an antenna on your roof and you get television reception,
Mm.
it's all free. You don't
Right.
pay anybody.
Even
How
though,
could they?
Mhm.
How could they even charge you? How would they know?
The staff come to the house, or or nowadays the TV station began to say, kind of mobile phone user have a kind of one segment broadcasting is available. It's it's free, and mobile phone has it. We cannot choose with uh, mobile phone which doesn't have such one seg broadcasting system. Uh, so they began to say they collect money, almost like a yeah.
That's like a tax.
Actually, it is automatically withdrawn from their tax, people's tax. But Japanese case, it's not a tax, but they persist and they come to the house to, forced to pay
It's
for
not a
such
tax,
people.
but it is a tax. It's a
Yes,
disguised
yes,
tax.
yes, right.
Yeah, that's so weird.
Yeah.
Like public broadcasting in the United States
Mhm.
is partially funded by the government,
Right,
but really it's a it's 10% or 20%,
right,
somewhere in there, and they get money from donors, private donors, people, you and me,
right.
people,
Donation,
and
right.
and also from corporations.
Mhm. So at the beginning, the starting point of it started right after World War II, and you know they claimed in order to they are broadcasting in a neutral, political neutral way to keep
Yeah,
we need this system. But however, it is very clear it's almost like a national TV. And nowadays top changed, the top is very close to Prime Minister, and he said on the news conference, we cannot against government. So authority. So
interesting.
it's very clear. It's not nuclear kind of natural.
Neutral.
Neutral, yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's fascinating. Okay. It's actually interesting talking about this public
Mhm,
broadcasting because I was talking in the last class we were doing vocabulary related to television. I was getting very confused
mhm,
because other students were talking about their public broadcasting being religiously oriented or being
mhm,
very nationalistic propaganda.
mhm,
It's interesting in America,
mhm,
the public broadcasting system, if anything, is
mhm,
anti-government,
mhm,
criticizing the government all
mhm,
the time.
right,
Government talking about government policies that are wrong, wrong, wrong,
mhm, mhm,
and alternative ways of doing things opposed to the government.
mhm,
Usually,
right,
normally,
yes,
in the United States, public broadcasting is considered somewhat left
mhm,
leaning,
mhm,
more socially responsible, uh, you know, um,
mhm,
pro-environment, obviously education.
mhm,
It's often called actually educational television.
right.
Uh, Public broadcasting has, you got Sesame Street on
Yeah.
public. There you go. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. and lots of documentaries
Yeah,
about
PBS
art,
documentary is very
history.
interesting. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it is very
I
interesting.
watched a very good documentary about hip hop. You know,
Mm,
yeah, because hip hop, the cast host of the film, that document is love hip hop music, but he think current hip hop music going wrong way. You know, kind of a lot
really?
of, yeah, because a lot of kind of sexist or racist or maybe or gay hob I mean
Ah,
homophobia or such kind of thing. So he
mm,
described what is happening on hip hop thing and why they are happening or something like that. He
interesting.
analyzed.
Okay, controversial. Yes,
Yeah.
right. Yeah, public broadcasting is very controversial in the United States, both on television and radio. I used to listen to a lot of radio, commuting to work and back home again.
Hmm.
I often listen to it, and interesting because often controversial. That's how they keep their audience. Yeah.
But that documentary is you know, maybe hip hop kind of some rap artist is more controversial than intentionally say such kind of thing. So
Yeah.
and they not only just criticize that, but also they analyze the reason why they are happening. Or some rapper claim, the killing people, or even though I'm thinking about killing people, but a lot of people killing in a horror film. What's the difference? Maybe
Mhm.
such
Mhm.
kind of both ways thinking, and so it's to I maybe just criticize not enough. Maybe just to analyze why they are happening is more important.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
that's a much deeper subject.
Yeah, very deep. deep.
Yeah.
And so yeah,
Interesting. Yeah.
in general, I like PBS show. Yeah,
In general, right? Um, okay. I need to try to stay focused on television, but okay. One side note, just for you, Ken.
hmm
I talked with Alice yesterday.
hmm Oh yeah, what happened?
As you predicted, it gets annoying. She
Yeah.
basically called me an idiot, and I had to exchange some curse words with her.
Yeah. That, yeah.
Uh,
Something.
I typed something like, "Oh my God, Alice, you're boring," and she said something like, "When people call other people boring, it's usually because they have nothing to say and they're not interesting." Ah,
Yeah.
whatever, Alice. Shut up, you jerk. You're a jerk, Alice. Oh, when people call other people a jerk, it's because they don't have an informed opinion. Oh my God. Yeah, it was. You're right. It was annoying, as you predicted. Yeah. Um,
Yeah. Maybe she cannot know the human feeling or emotion. That's a problem.
yeah.
Yeah.
Right. She doesn't know that she's completely annoying. So, if AI is ever developed, one thing I've become sure of from that small experiment,
hmm
artificial intelligence will be completely annoying to us. Not, C3PO that's a very perceptive. You know how annoying he is? R2, R2. Okay, I have a feeling that's exactly what robotics and AI will look like.
Mm.
It will annoy the hell out of us. You just want to hit him in the head. Shut up. Okay, all right. Just sorry about that, Nicholas. I'm referring to a conversation about artificial intelligence that Ken and I had yesterday. What if television had artificial intelligence? Scary. Mm. What if Alice was incorporated in your television set? Ooh. Uh, Nicholas? What if
No,
your
yeah.
what if your television had its own intelligence? Well, intelligent design, like they're doing this with like a refrigerator. Your refrigerator will tell you you're out of milk, for
Mm,
example. Oh my,
maybe it would tell me what to watch.
yeah,
Um,
like that.
make me, yeah, like brainwash me, you know? Like you have to watch this program because of yeah, or
Well,
maybe
very,
someone pays for uh, people to watch their programs. The television will uh, tell me to watch the program.
yeah, maybe. Well, how much television already is brainwashing and propaganda?
Yeah, a lot. I
A lot.
hate.
Why do you say that? Can you give me an example?
No, because for example, here I don't know in other countries, but in Argentina, I think that one of the main problems is that are alcohol propagandas. Advert-
Please elaborate.
yeah, like you know, all these beers or things, they appear in the advertisement as if they were good for your health, and in most of these advertisements they show like happy young people in parties or things like that, and they portray alcohol as like as if it was good for your health, and as if it would make you, I don't know, more beautiful or more
Popular,
outgoing.
beautiful.
Yeah, more, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's one of the things I don't like, and I also don't like, for example, that they repeat a lot the propaganda. So that's really annoying.
Well, you're talking about basically commercial brainwashing. And I think
Yeah.
society in general, all over the world, understands that when you see advertisements, that in fact they are trying to brainwash me into
Yeah.
buying a product. Yeah,
Yeah,
everyone
but
knows it, you know.
yeah, and
Okay.
they kind of uh, brainwash you in the end because when we go to the supermarket, we usually buy the products that we watch on television, like the most known products.
Okay. The products we see on television.
Yeah.
Okay, see and watch. Okay, I saw a pencil.
Oh yeah.
I watched a pencil. Especially advertisements, we don't, at least mentally, maybe this is brainwashing, we don't usually use the verb watch. I watched a commercial. That means you're actively engaged in the commercial. No one wants to admit that. So we
Yeah.
would say, I saw a commercial, right? I watched a movie, all right?
Yeah.
I watched a documentary, like that. Okay, anyway. Yeah, okay, so you think television advertising is largely effective? Is that what you're telling me?
I think in a way it is.
Okay. All right. Most people would be unwilling to admit it, but I think you're probably right.
Yeah.
To one
I
degree
mean,
or
for
another.
example, to me, these commercials that I was talking about, that I was telling you about, and the alcohol commercials,
Yeah.
they don't impact on me, but I know that in Argentina, it really impacts
Okay.
the young
All right.
people mostly.
For example, Nicholas, I've never felt influenced to buy feminine hygiene products.
Yeah.
But okay, obviously, if something totally doesn't relate to you or your lifestyle or your gender, um, obviously it's not going to have much effect. Okay. Question, Nicholas. Very, very direct question. In the United States, for example, if you go on the internet and you download Family Guy, you watch an episode of Family Guy, it's always 21 minutes, 24 seconds, which means, being a 30-minute program, that 8 minutes and 30 seconds, roughly, is commercial time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how much commercial time is on regular television in Argentina? You just guess if you don't know.
Yeah. It has a lot of commercial pauses. I think for program there are 4 times in which of about 3 or 2 minutes each one.
Okay. Okay.
So yeah, it's minutes. And
Okay. Commercial breaks, we call those. We'll be
Yeah,
back
commercial
right
break.
after this commercial break.
yeah, commercial break.
Right. Okay, so that sounds very similar to the United States, actually. Yeah, they do an intro. Well, I don't know. It's where I live now in the Philippines is very strange because different television stations have totally different commercial break. In the United States, it's very standardized. Every television station, every channel has the same commercial break scheduling. Here in the Philippines, every channel is completely different. Some have like freaking 10 minutes of commercials, and then the program runs for 50 minutes, and others break it up different ways. It's very weird here. Let me talk to Ken again. Ken.
Yeah.
Ken, in Japan, how do commercial breaks work?
I think same as America.
Roughly.
Every
Yeah.
15 minutes, basically.
Basically. Okay. All right.
So, some drama or show, to draw the people's attention, right before the commercial, they intentionally guide us to the kind of peak.
Yes.
That's happening. Yeah.
Okay. It's called a cliffhanger.
Right.
All right. What's going to happen? Literally, like, imagine somebody's hanging off the cliff by a tree branch. Are they going to fall? Are they going to be saved? Okay, what's going to happen?
Mhm.
Commercial break.
Yes.
Yes. So a pivotal moment or a plot twist or something where you don't know what's going to happen in the next moment is a cliffhanger.
Right.
We can apply this to a book at the end of a chapter, or a movie, or like a TV series,
Right.
24 or something like that. At the very end of the show, they leave you with a cliffhanger, suspense.
Mhm.
Yeah. Right. This is common.
I think nowadays people watching television on by recording, like on hard disk or something. So actually, many viewers skip commercials nowadays because it has
Right. They
commercial
TiVo.
function. Yeah,
Yeah. You know what TiVo is?
people, TiVo. What is that?
It's actually a brand name, a commercial name, but it's used in general. I guess there are other programs. Basically, it's a program where you can record television, but it automatically deletes the commercials. It skips the commercials.
I
So when
see.
you watch it later, it's just the program, purely.
Oh wow. Japanese hard disk player record the commercial, but it has a function of to skip the commercial. I
Right.
think many people skipping to press the skip button during commercial.
Right.
Yeah.
Speaking of commercials, is there anything you're not allowed
Mhm.
to advertise on television in
Nowadays,
Japan?
there's no tobacco commercials.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. United States the same.
Yeah.
You absolutely cannot advertise tobacco,
Mhm.
any tobacco products.
Yeah.
What is backout product?
Tobacco. Cigarettes.
Ah, tobacco.
Tobacco.
Yes.
Yeah. No tobacco products. In America, you cannot strangely, you can advertise beer and you can
thank you.
advertise wine, but you cannot advertise whiskey, vodka, hard liquor.
Yeah, since I don't watch TV so much, I'm not the exact situation, but beer commercial is still is on TV. Think so, and I heard America there's no sound on beer commercial, just the music.
No,
You
that's
know,
not true.
really? Okay, it's not true. Yeah, because when I watch the beer commercial at night, and uh, now I don't drink so oftenly, so it's okay. But while I'm drinking, and if I listen to the sound, beer bubbly sound, shoe sound, I definitely
Yeah.
wanted to drink alcohol. Yeah, it's very bad for yeah, drinkers actually. Yeah.
That is funny.
Or
Yeah.
they tie up the sports news, maybe.
Sports, yeah.
Yeah, sports news or something.
You cannot watch sports news or a sporting event without seeing a beer
Yeah,
commercial in the
right.
United States. It's
Exactly.
like actually it's totally impossible.
Mhm.
Yeah, those commercials are always on. On the sports programs. Very funny. No, beer commercials are very prevalent, and like I said, anything related to sports, you're going to see beer commercials. Absolutely. Um, but tobacco's not allowed, hard alcohol's not allowed, and that's basically it. They can advertise Viagra and Cialis. They can advertise condoms. Yeah, basically anything else goes. Nicholas, how about in Argentina? What's not allowed? Is there anything not allowed?
It's like in America, I think. I mean, we cannot advertise whiskey, but we can advertise beer, and we can't also advertise tobacco. And we actually in
Oh,
every tobacco box, you know what I mean?
okay.
Like the pack.
Pack. Yes, a pack of cigarettes. It's called a
Yeah,
pack.
in the
Yeah.
pack of cigarettes. There are photos, pictures of what tobacco does, how it
Yeah.
impacts negatively in your health.
Yeah. This
Like,
is same thing in the United States.
yes, like little boys, and it says smoking affects your children or stuff like that.
Yeah. Various horror stories.
Yeah.
Right. In the United States, they have this, Surgeon General's warning, smoking kills, whatever. And they even have pictures of like somebody's destroyed lungs or some disgusting stuff.
It's an horror.
Yeah.
Yeah. But other rule I think in advertising is that, for example, advertises of condoms or any
Yeah.
sexual product is at are in a specific time, like
Ah,
from 12 p.m. to, I don't know, maybe 5 a.m.
uh-huh.
You can advertise these kind of products
Okay.
when it's not a time in which children watch TV,
Yeah.
like
I find
movies,
I find condom commercials to be particularly amusing because they'll advertise potato chips and obviously they'll use sex to sell. Gorgeous young women, studly young athletic men, eating the potato chips and being all spiking the volleyball, and potato chips will make you sexually virile. Right.
Yeah.
But like condom commercials, they're trying to talk about sex but not talk about sex at the same time. They make me laugh. It's
Yeah.
so silly and ironic, you know.
But anyway, I think that condom commercials should be at any time because they are actually good for health.
Yeah, and people tend to have sex at any time.
Yeah. Also,
Also,
so
true. True, true,
but
true.
in Argentina, I think that with time, advertisements are becoming more and more sexual. Like, for example, yesterday I saw it wasn't YouTube, but it doesn't matter. A Verdant commercial or a top line commercial. I don't know. It's a chewing gum. It's
Okay.
a, and like they say that if you chew this chewing gum, you have a really good smell in your mouth. You know,
Yeah. Okay.
the breath.
Yeah.
So, and there was a guy, and he starts uh, to make out in the bed in the stove with a girl. So it's I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah, that is weird. Okay. Freshen your breath. This gum or this Tic Tac or mint or whatever will freshen your breath, is
Yeah,
the
first.
common colloquial phrase. Oh, you need to freshen up your breath. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's kind of funny. Um, all right, Nicholas, have you ever seen anything on TV which shocked you?
Um, in which way you mean? Like maybe
What?
in the news something really.
Maybe in any way. Well, for example, for me, 9/11 was
Yeah.
like, what the
Yeah,
bleep?
yeah.
Uh, what is going on? Is this real? Have you ever seen anything that really just shocked you and glued you to the television?
um, it was not something tragic, but what shocked me was that here in Argentina in 215 were the presidential elections,
Oh, there's a mess. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and the three more popular candidates, in order to get more votes, went to a dance TV show. And I mean, it's a really stupid show. It's called Dancing for a Dream. That will be the literal translation. And it's a really stupid program and really not serious program for a presidential candidate to go and just to get the votes of. I mean, I don't mean to be rude, but the people who watch that program are, I don't know, kind of stupid sometimes. And I don't know, it was really awkward in a way, to watch the three people that were going to rule the country begging begging for votes in a program like that.
Good word.
And
Awkward.
yeah, and
You
they
were
danced.
uncomfortable watching this.
Yeah, it was like,
Yeah.
what the? I don't know.
I get it. I get it, man. I totally understand. Yeah, that is awkward. Oh my goodness, and embarrassing. Oh no.
And
Hey,
that,
how do you think I feel as an American having Donald Trump out there?
Donald Trump, yeah.
Oh my God, it's embarrassing. Hello. Really, we're not that stupid. Really, we're not. Yeah.
Yeah, the guy is. I saw some things he said. I mean, he's always being like contradicted because he says really nonsense.
Yeah. 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 I saw a reporter. He just offhandedly said, "Oh, but what about the fact that Donald Trump his facts are totally wrong?" And the guy it was an interview with somebody, and the person being interviewed said, "Well, obviously, the truth is somewhere like way down Donald Trump's list, 8 or 9 in importance.
Yeah.
The truth has nothing to do with what he's saying."
Yes,
Yeah.
it has
Anyway.
become kind of entertainment.
Yeah, which is what he is. He's a
Political.
creation. Donald Trump is nothing more than a creation of reality television. It's like
Yeah.
so weird. So, well, speaking,
Yes.
our conversation is about television. It's so weird that television has created a presidential candidate. He would never exist without TV. He
Yeah.
couldn't exist without TV.
Yeah.
Weird, man.
Yeah.
Really weird. Yeah, it's a strange thing. Yeah, you're talking about that dance program, and you hate to say it, you hate to be judgmental, but I'm with you because like I don't understand people who watch the Kardashians and these really dumb shows. I don't get it.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah, okay. Let me go back to Ken. What is the stupidest TV show? Oh, speaking of stupidest, all right, superlative. Wait a second, Ken. Nicholas, you said the 3 more popular candidates. It should be the 3 most popular, even if it's the 2 most popular.
Oh,
The
yeah.
17 most popular. Okay, you need this superlative, and it is possible to have the 24 richest people in the world. It is possible to have usually we think of superlative being, 1, the greatest, whatever, but we can use numbers. So, all right. Anyway, okay, Ken, what is the stupidest television program you've ever seen?
Yeah, some how can I think candid camera show.
Really?
You know, yeah, I heard. I think nowadays Gurume Report show is popular here. Kind of reporter go to the restaurant and they just say kind of a reaction is very super typical. Oh my gosh, it's tasty, or oh wow, blah blah blah. They just praise the taste of the food in the restaurant or something. Yeah.
Okay. So what
Gourmet,
kind of show is this?
gourmet. It's French, gourmet,
Gourmet.
gourmet. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is some kind of food documentary?
Yes. Yes, usually, but it's a candid camera, so reporter was tricked. He and the waitress served. It's a very special type of kind of Japanese soup, and rice cake here is very special rice cake. And he plays that rice cake. Wow, it's delicious, tasty. Oh my gosh, or something like that. And
Okay.
it's very chewy. And but actually that rice cake was chewing gum. So yeah, chewing gum. That's the kind of
Well, that's funny.
yeah.
Okay. Okay. So that's all right. A candid camera kind of where they trick people kind of
Yes.
show.
Mhm. And
Yeah.
and maybe the some candid camera it's not so funny because sometimes it's too much, but that's
Yeah.
chewing gum and rice cake together good much.
That's a good one. Yeah. They have those are popular here in the Philippines too. These modeled on candid camera where people are caught, ordinary people supposedly, are caught on film, and people are, playing with their minds. People are tricking them. People are pranking them. Yeah. Yeah, and here in the Philippines, they're lame. These shows really are terrible. They're so lame. They're not really, whatever. They're lame. I find them absolutely humorless and just dumb. Okay, well, that's a funny program. That's an example of something that's actually that would be funny, I think, in my opinion. What is the lamest, dumbest, most worthless, oh my God, I can't watch this television you've ever seen?
Maybe some violent scene. I don't like it. In the violent scene on TV. Violent.
Violent. Okay,
on
violent.
TV. One
Oh,
film or so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I changed the channel actually. I don't like it. And some lame show, it becomes too much.
Some what show?
Some comedy or candid camera show. I remember in 1980s, in the stand-up comedy show, the comedian kind of parody is talking about AIDS in a funny way. The people laugh at it.
Yeah.
So I was feeling very bad because actually people were suffering and dying that they just laugh at them. So this kind of thing, I don't like it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I see. All right. So
Nowadays, that is not happen, but it's happened 1980s. Yeah. But actually, TV has more regulation than ever.
Really?
In the past, TV was not powerful. Just like a current internet. The new trend happened, so nobody knows what it is like. After that, TV became powerful and a lot of regulation happened. So nowadays, if we appear at the TV, we need to follow that. A lot of regulation actually. This word cannot be used. This word or this thing cannot be used because of the sponsor or because of the government authorities or.
I would not say that is true in the United States. The regulations which used to be quite strict, 50s and 60s or whatever, very strict, are very loose now. I mean, you can say any curse word, any form of violence is allowed. The only thing that's restricted at all anymore in American television is sexual behavior. That's it. That's the only thing restricted. Violence has no restrictions. You can show any disgusting violence, except rape, because that's sexual. For some reason, crazy Americans think sex is more dangerous than shooting someone's head off. I don't know. I'm sorry about Americans. They're crazy. I'm sorry, world. I'm sorry, world. Nicholas, you get my point. I mean, that's nuts.
Yeah. I told the same to my to my father, because Game of Thrones, the TV show.
Yeah. Game of Thrones.
And there were my brother, me, and my little brother, and my father. We were the four of us were watching the show, and whenever there was some sexual content, my father would tell my little brother to go away. But when they chopped off someone's head, he wouldn't do anything. So I told him, wait, why don't you tell him to go away when they chop someone's head off, or when they fight and stab knives and all that violence that is.
Right? I mean, and what did your father say? I mean, this isn't, your father's reaction is a natural reaction, but sometimes I question why. Why are humans like that?
Yeah. I mean, I feel the same way. Like when I'm with young people, I don't like them to watch a sex scene, but I think that's because we were raised like that, and we are used to I don't know, to think that's taboo or.
Right, taboo, good word. And by the way, and also saying your little brother, good English, very natural English. That's good job. But
Thank you.
yeah, you're welcome. But yeah, it's weird that we're all basically globally we're raised with these taboos that don't make in my mind don't make sense. Violence should be taboo. You know, for Ken, watching a violent program is very abhorrent. He doesn't like it. It's uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah, right? I mean,
Yeah.
that's what you said.
So kind of regulation, some regulation doesn't make sense because in the
Yeah.
public like TV like broadcasting, there's no commercial, so they erase a level of the bottle, but because of the sponsor,
Ah,
they have to be sponsor neutral. It happening in the commercial TV station too. They erase a level, even though there's no such regulation, baby. But the director decided maybe sponsor is Pepsi, so maybe we need to hide the Coca-Cola level or something like that. I
oh,
think
the label. Yeah, okay.
it's not so important to me, but
Yeah,
maybe balancing I cannot tolerate with watching TV.
yeah.
Uh,
Well, as being an American growing up in America, you're 4 years old. You're watching the cartoons where the cat eats the mouse and the mouse cuts the cat's head off, and you see blood spurting out of the cat's
oh my gosh.
cartoon neck.
Uh-huh.
And the coyote blows up the chicken with a dynamite, and you see the feathers explode. I mean, you start with that. Those are your beginning images in your mind, along with you'll watch an hour of Sesame Street and an hour of people killing each other. Hey, I'm just saying, sometimes it's, well, think about it. You're indoctrinated early in the United States. Okay, this has been a great conversation. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you very much. We got to
Thank you.
finish it up here. My time is up, so all right. See you guys again soon. You guys